Denny Hamlin just admitted something you don't usually hear from a guy leading the championship. He said if every race felt like Iowa, he'd retire right now. His brakes were basically gone before the race even started, and he still finished 5th. Stick around, because how he pulled that off is honestly wild. And hey, real quick, if you're a true NASCAR fan like me, go ahead and drop a like and subscribe to the channel. NASCAR Nation News is just getting started. We are pushing for our next subscriber milestone, and it's all about real talk from fans who live this sport every week. All right, let's get into it. So here's what happened. Denny Hamlin climbed out of his car at Iowa Speedway on Sunday, looking like he'd gone 12 rounds. He started last, and when someone asked how hard it was to drive that car under those conditions, he didn't sugarcoat it at all. "I retired at the end of the year trying to do that," Hamlin said after the race. Now, coming from Hamlin, that line hits different than it would for most drivers. And the trouble actually started a day earlier, on Saturday, during practice at Iowa's short, punishing 0.875-mile oval. Hamlin's brake pedal hit the floor. After just 3 laps. Gone. At a track like Iowa, brakes aren't optional. You need them to settle the car through the corners and get it to rotate. Without that, you're basically guessing every time you turn in. He still managed to qualify 29th. Not great, but workable. But here's the thing. Sunday morning came around, and his crew made unapproved changes trying to fix a cooling problem. NASCAR threw out his qualifying result right there on this spot, so Denny Hamlin started the race in 35. Wire to wire every lap, obviously not knowing where I was going to land when I got into the corner, Hamlin said. That was a crazy race. Had to go the whole time with that. But you got to do what you got to do. And somehow, he still climbed up to 6th by the end of stage 2. He finished 5th. And with 3 races left before the postseason, he now leads the championship by 103 points over race winner Ty Gibbs. "The team did an amazing job," he said. "I would take that day 100 out of 100 times." Now here's the thing about Denny Hamlin saying he'd retire at the end of the year after that drive. He actually is retiring, just not yet. His contract with Joe Gibbs Racing runs through 2027, and he's been consistent that it'll be his last. At 45 years old, he's the oldest full-time driver in the Cup Series. His plan is simple: leave while he's still good, not after everyone's already noticed the drop-off. He sits at 64 career wins right now. Catching Dale Earnhardt's 76, which would move him to 8th all-time, probably isn't in the cards, and he said openly that he's fine with that. Azrua comes next. The No. 11 Toyota already has the next driver in mind. Brent Crews, 18 years old, currently working his way through NASCAR's development system, is the guy JGR is building toward. Denny Hamlin's whole timeline was essentially designed around when Crews would be ready. That said, JGR isn't giving up on keeping him longer. Co-owner Heather Gibbs has publicly called him a spring chicken. His answer to that was simple: check back in 6 months. But after what his body went through on Sunday in Iowa, that conversation might not go the way JGR is hoping. So here's a question for you. After watching Denny Hamlin grind out a 5th place finish with next to no breaks, do you think he's got another full season left in him after 2027? Or is this really it? Drop your thoughts in the comments. And if you haven't already, make sure you like this video and subscribe to NASCAR Nation News. We'll see you in the next one.